The Mississippi Program Coordinator for Mothers Against Drunk Driving is calling for changes in state laws regarding repeat DUI offenders. This follows a story we first brought you about a Lee County woman who was arrested Lee County man who was arrested 3 times in a 2-week period for DUI. Allie Martin reports a state lawmaker is also promising to look at the issue.
When Cheryl Clark saw our story about a loophole in DUI laws that allows serial offenders to plead guilty to first offense DUI no matter how many times arrested, she was livid.
This is an egregious example of our laws and judicial system failing.
Our story looked at the public arrest records of Ronald Wallace Yo. The 62-year-old Moorville resident has multiple arrests for DUI. In fact, nearly 2 years ago, he was driving under the influence when he hit this car driven by Lee County resident Haley Grace Jones. In the car with Jones, her newborn baby. Luckily, both Jones and her baby were not seriously injured.
He was so far over that he hit me on my passenger side of my vehicle. He hit us head on. I could have lost my life, and not only mine, but my child's.
Since then, Yo has been arrested multiple times for DUI, but according to Lee County Sheriff Jim Johnson, the law allows serial DUI offenders to plead to a lesser charge no matter how many times they are arrested.
But you have to go out there in the court and you have to look at how many times was he convicted.
Yo is being held without bond in the Lee County Jail because his record now shows 2 DUI convictions. A 3rd DUI within 5 years is a felony. Matt is calling for a change in state law to close the loophole for repeat DUI offenders. Until then, the group is pressing for a better way for law enforcement to share information about records on arrests and convictions. There are no centralized computer systems for most criminal courts in Mississippi.
If by chance there's another arrest later anywhere statewide, that previous arrest shows up. So now this one is not arrest number 1, it's arrest number 2.
District 19 State Representative Randy Boyd was alarmed after seeing our story about the current DUI laws.
I'm checking into it to find out what we can do, how we can reword the law, how can we do something that's going to protect our citizens, because that's what this is all about. It's not so much protecting the guy who is DUI, it's protecting the other people who aren't.
Representative Boyd hopes to have more information to take to Jackson when lawmakers meet for their regular session in January. Allie Martin, WCBI News.
A law that went into effect in 2016 makes a 4th DUI a felony. The old law made a 3rd DUI a felony, but only if they are within 5 years of one another.